it is character change, not calendar change, that makes the difference in your year. How do we ensure that we achieve the things we want to achieve in 2023? How do we make sure that we end 2023 better than we started? It all starts with plan. And so stay with me and let's plan our year together in 6 questions. And so the first question to ask yourself is, who do you want to be at the end of 2023? I suggest you pick a book, a diary, whatever. Just go and sit in a corner of a room somewhere quietly and ask yourself, who do I want to be at the end of this year? What do I want to achieve at the end of this year? Just jot anything that comes to your mind. If you can't think of anything, don't feel overwhelmed yet. The rest of the questions will help us answer these questions. The second question to ask yourself is, what don't I want to be in 2023? Like the first question, you just sit down and ask yourself, what don't you want to be? Is the opposite of the first one. Maybe you don't want to be the kind of person that gives up midway. Maybe you don't want to be the kind of person that procrastinates on everything. Maybe you don't want to be the kind of person that will be bitter in 2023. And so just sit down and think of the things you don't want to be or the things you don't want to do in 2023. Write them down. If you are not thinking of anything yet, we will come to that. Yes, and so these next 4 questions will help us answer the first 2 questions we've been asking, and will help us actually form a plan at the end of this video. Our third question to ask yourself is, what things do I want to do this year? And so this is the portion, or this is the place where we start with our planning itself. And so you pick a book and ask yourself, maybe yours is a career or a school goal, depending on the kind of person you are. Maybe you want to work towards a promotion at work, you write it down. Maybe you want to go to graduate school, you write it down. Maybe you want to be able to complete that course you started, you write it down. And so this is the first goal you are looking at, your school or your career goal. Another thing you might want to do this year could be adventure. So traveling goals, vacation goal, you write that down. Another can be health. You want to start working out. You want to start, eating healthy. That is also a goal. So you are apportioning these goals into various categories: education, health, journaling. So you can have a journaling goal that at the end of every day, you just pour out your thoughts or how you think the day went. You just write that down, and that could be your goal. Or an adventure goal, as I've already said. You want to travel at the end of the year, so you write that down. Or even you can have spiritual goals. Maybe you want to start meditation, you want to start praying consistently, you want to start reading your word consistently, whatever it is. And so this question where we are asking the things you want to do, just sit down and pick a book. Health goal, what do I want to do? Education, what do I want to do? Spirituality, what do I want to do? Journaling, what do I want to do? And you group all these things and the things you want to do. I'm just using these as examples. You might want to do more things than this or less things than this. Don't get overwhelmed. Just write down the things you think you can do in 2023. The next question we'll be asking ourselves is, what do I want to have at the end of the year? And so our money goals or our financial goals can fall under this category. How much do you want to have saved or invested at the end of the year? How much do you want to pay your debt at the end of the year? How much money do you want to have at the end of the year? Another goal that I think can fall under this category is our relationship goals. Maybe you want to open your mind to falling in love this year. Just write it down. Maybe you want to make new friends. Just write it down, whatever it is. And so anything you want to have in 2023 can be written under this question and categorized under this section. The fifth question to ask yourself is, what do I want to learn this year? And I think that our personal growth goals can fall under this category. Let's say you want to start reading books. What books do you want to read? How many books do you want to read this year? What category of books? Self-help, fiction. What type of books do you want to read? It can be you want to start listening to podcasts. It can be you want to start learning how to write. It can be you want to start learning how to code or how to cook, or you want to learn a new language. All of these things can be categorized under the things you want to learn in 2023. Another thing can be our habit goals. What habits do I want to learn? What new habits do I want to put into my life? You can also categorize these things under this goal and under this question of what are the things you want to learn in 2023. If you are enjoying this video so far, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to like this video as I'm trying to grow my YouTube channel. Let's get back into the video. And we have been talking about a lot of goals. Now, the last question we want to ask ourselves is, how do I follow through? I mean, planning doesn't actually mean you achieve it. It's just a step closer to achieving it. But if you write a lot of things and plan out a lot of things, how do you follow through? And so I want you to, after you have written all these things down, just turn to a fresh page and list the goals that you said you were going to do. So spiritual goals, health goals, education or career goals, personal growth goals, money goals, finances goals, all those things. Just list them down and see the number of things you said you want to do this year. After you have listed them down, I want you to now map down or categorize your goals the way you want to achieve them. There are some goals that don't necessarily have to run throughout the whole 12 months of the year. So you group the goals that can be achieved within the first month of the year together. Goals that can be achieved within the first quarter, like within the first 3 months of the year together. Goals that can take you up to the first half of the year together. And goals that have to run through. Maybe you want to work out. These goals are goals that can run throughout the year. Maybe you want to pay debt. It can be something you can pay within the first 3 months of the year. And so just as you have grouped your goals, and I want you to categorize them under to what extent or what points in time within the year would you be able to achieve these goals. And so now that you have done that, the next thing is to come to monthly goals. So we are breaking our goals down into smaller pieces to help us to be able to achieve them. And so you are coming to the monthly goal. Let's say in the month of January, what are the things you want to do? I want to start saving this amount of money. I want to start working out 5 times a week. I want to do this. You write them down. After your monthly goal, you come to a weekly goal. What are the things I can do within the week that will help me achieve or that will contribute to me achieving my monthly goal and achieving my mid-year goal and achieving my yearly goal? So within the week, what will I do? I'll ensure I go to the gym. I'll ensure I put, let's say, $10 down. I'll ensure I do this and do that. I'll ensure I'll check up on a friend, then you do that. And now to our daily goals. What do I do daily that will help me achieve my weekly goal? Okay, every day I read 10 pages of a book. Every day I'll decide to write a page of a book. Every day I'll go online to learn how to code. And so when you look at the goals in a broader perspective, they look huge and feels like you will not be able to achieve them. But when you start breaking them down into monthly, weekly, daily, then you see that with small, you're on your way to actually achieving these goals. And so as I spoke about daily goals, you can also decide to pick a day of the week, let's say Sundays, and every Sunday evening you reflect on the week. What are the things you were able to do within the week? You just write them down. What are the things you want to do within the next week? And you start planning towards them. When you pre-plan or you plan ahead of time, actually, it helps you, being very self-aware of your week and knowing how to approach your week. And so you can pick out a day, any day that you think is convenient for you. Sit down and plan into your week, sit down and plan into your day, even sit down and plan into your month, and you'll be achieving your goals in 2023. I know all these things I have said can be overwhelming, and sometimes it feels like a lot of things, and maybe you have never planned your year. You have always just let's see how it goes, and the year actually comes to an end. But this year I want you to be very intentional about it. Just sit down, and you can follow through this video again after you have watched this and look at health goals. What do I want to do? All these things. Then you write them down, and slowly you come to an end. Then you don't have to do all these things today. You can take within a week to be able to draw your yearly plan, and you can always change it. It mustn't mean that if you draw something today, you must actually follow it through. As the year progresses, you can keep changing things and keep adjusting things to fit the way you want to be. If this video was valuable to you, I want you to please share it with everyone you know. Let's all plan into the year and let's all win together in 2023. And I'm rooting for you. I'm actually hoping that whatever you write in your diary or wherever you decide to plan, whatever you write down that you want to achieve, I actually hope that you would achieve it. And I'm going to link other videos that you can watch that will help you also achieve your goals in 2023. My name is Truus, and thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Smash the like button as it helps for YouTube to show this video to other people. Thank you so much for sticking with me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.